It's our mixed doubles gold medal match. The 5-seed Riley Bohnert and Richard Livornese Jr. playing in their first mixed doubles gold final, going up against the unseeded duo of Max Manthou and Christine Maddox. We welcome you into championship court here at the Tennis and Pickleball Club at Newport Beach, alongside Next Gen National Team head coach Chad Edwards and pro pickleball coach Dominic Catalano. I'm Dorian Kraft. Fellas, our mixed doubles final is sure to be a good one. We have two pairs of newbies on either side of the net. The first pair, Chad, you know very well.
Yeah, Riley Bohnert, Richard Livornese Jr., part of our Next Gen National Team. I've had the privilege of working with them. They came out, played with a lot of fire, a lot of energy, and had a lot of fun out here on Friday.
On the other side of the net, maybe a surprise to some people, but Dom, not to you.
No, I picked them early on. Max Manthou, Christine Maddox looked really good, play with a lot of firepower. I like Christine Maddox with Max Manthou, playing next to him with all that firepower.
Speaking of Christine Maddox, there she is playing in her first mixed doubles gold medal match here on the APP Tour, the former Pepperdine tennis standout. And she has made a name for herself. Dom, you mentioned the power. That overhead is ferocious.
Yeah, and she can play the soft game and the fast game. She's done a really good job partnering with Max Manthou, and this is the type of partner that Max Manthou needs. He doesn't need a setup girl to the right of him. He needs someone who can create, and that's exactly what Christine Maddox can do. They looked really good punching their ticket to Championship Sunday.
Other side of the court, Riley Bohnert, part of the Next Gen, alongside Richard Livornese Jr. These two starting to establish themselves as the next generation of pros to be reckoned with.
Yeah, and Riley and Richard have really put in a lot of work on and off the court, and their hard work is starting to show. On Friday, they came out, they were aggressive, they really put pressure on. And it's good to see not only the results, but how close they are on the court.
Riley Bohnert and Richard Livornese Jr. as we are getting set to get underway here in our mixed doubles gold medal match. It'll be Maddox to serve first. Livornese Jr. into the net.
Keep an eye on Christine Maddox's serve. She is aggressive, it's big, it puts a lot of pressure on her opponents.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see how she crashed with a swinging volley? Wow.
I'm getting out of the way.
Richard Livornese Jr., 23 years old, from New Jersey. What a dig.
Shoe tops.
A smart slide there from Bohnert to earn the side out.
Yeah, nice spot there from Bohnert to slide that one outside the backhand of Manthou.
Maddox, 28, from Santa Monica. Just long through the middle.
So on Friday, Christine Maddox was a little bit more composed till that ball popped up. Right here, they're both, Manthou and Maddox, are both coming out and being super aggressive.
Oh, hands battle 1-2.
Well, it's Riley Bohnert that's ready for the first speed up right there. That's the key. She's ready for the initial speed up.
Sails a little long off the forehand side.
Again, Bohnert ready for the speed up, and she wanted it.
Livornese just got a little too big on that forehand.
Overshot the overhead.
I know what she was thinking. She had Manthou going for an Ernie. She had Maddox pinching middle. So I know where she wanted to go with that, just overhit a little bit.
smart combination there from Livornese.
Well, and Maddox was hanging back at the baseline after that drive, basically because of the good fourth.
Another long ball gives the point to Maddox and Manthou.
3-2-2.
What a third.
So, and that miss there from Bohnert was because of the previous ball that went deep. Manthou's hitting with such pace that if you are a little bit too big, the ball's going to sail. Bohnert tries to go a little shorter and just hits down on top of it. Better fourth there.
A side out.
2-4-1.
That's a put away from Mantha.
Well,
Wow.
good setup there for Maddox. Maddox is the one that pulls the trigger first. Right here, the dig from Bohnert, and then great spot from Manthou with the put away.
We saw Maddox and Manthou play in arguably the best semifinal of the year against Amanda Hendry and William Sobek. One won all 3 games.
Yeah, they split games in that one, 12-10, 12-10 in the first 2, and then 11-9 in that third.
Sobek and Hendry went on to capture the bronze medal in mixed doubles here in Newport Beach. Oh, right into center mass off the paddle of Livornese.
That's a big adjustment there from Livornese. He stays short. You'll watch how the hand just opens. Maddox was getting away with that in the semifinal. Right here, Livornese is...
And rushes that return.
Yeah.
No, the returns in the thirds gave Bohnert and Livornese issues in their semifinal. Had a couple instances where they stood up, cost them game number 2. Livornese stepping in, sends it long, and it's a 4-point lead for Maddox and Manthou as they have opened up a 6-2 advantage here in Game 1 of our mixed doubles gold medal match. Richard Livornese, part of the APP Next Gen U.S. national team. He represented Team USA during the inaugural APP Atlantic Cup. Team USA won that 5-4. So we are back underway here in our mixed doubles gold medal match.
Ooh,
Oh, Manthou going for the
just got
right
out of the
shoulder.
Matrix style right there from Livornese, right here to get out of the way.
2-6-1.
Is he even old enough to know what that movie is?
Probably not.
Oh, good hands from Maddox, but it produces the easy put away for Livornese.
Well, it's a good spot right there from Livornese as he had Manthou in transition, so he goes right at his feet.
Just wide from Maddox.
Yeah, and a good drop there from Bohnert and good pressure from Livornese. The pressure in the middle forced Maddox to try to take that ball wider.
Oh, good hands, but just long.
Well,
Lots of power coming off both paddles.
Good active Livornese right there in the middle and staying nice, compact, short.
5-6-1.
Back within 1. Put away from Manthou at the right foot.
Any ball that is above the net to Manthou and Maddox
Attack.
is
Watch
being
out.
ballistic.
Oh, great hands from Livornese.
So when Livornese stays neutral, he's very difficult to beat. Right there, Maddox tries to speed up on him, but Livornese is sitting dead middle, can go backhand or forehand.
6 all. Oh, had the angle, pulls it wide. It is a 5-point run for Livornese and Bohnert as Manthou and Maddox call a timeout.
She got so big on that,
Yeah.
and she overhits this to the sideline. All she's got to do is get that down to the sideline, and that's a winner. But she tries to put an exclamation point on it, goes wide.
It's been a game of runs so far here in game number 1. And, fellas, I have to say, despite it being the first mixed doubles gold medal match for all 4 of these players, no one really looks intimidated or like the moment is too big. They look very comfortable out there.
Yeah, I mean, all 4 players are very comfortable, in their own game right now. You'd think that there may be a little, tense moment for all 4 of them, being out here on Championship Sunday. But right now, all of them seem to be playing their game the right way, how they got here. You have Livornese and Bohnert trying to get to the kitchen line. You have Maddox and Manthou trying to rip through everybody.
I was going to say, if there are 4 players that are able to hit through any tight moments, these are probably the 4. Back on serve after the timeout, 7-6-2 in favor of Bohnert and Livornese.
Another excellent drop there from Riley Bohnert.
Pushes the lead back out to 2.
8-6-2.
Oh, going for the big drive, but a side out.
The ball sat up high enough for her to do that with, but gets over the top of it just a little too much.
Just a little flat.
6-8-1.
Bohnert going for the speed up, but clips the tape.
Well, Bohnert had success earlier going behind Manthou right there. She tries to slide it again down that backhand side.
Got a little away from Maddox there, but it still worked. We're level at 8.
I'm pretty sure if Maddox hits that full speed, Livornese is all over it. But
Yeah.
she hits it off the edge guard, and Livornese is just out in front of it.
8-1.
And
Pushed wide.
that's the pressure that Manthou and Maddox are going to bring.
Manthou and Maddox back out in front. They lead at 9-8 in our mixed doubles gold medal match. Welcome back to Championship Court here at the Tennis and Pickleball Club at Newport Beach. Our mixed doubles gold medal match, game 1. Christine Maddox and Max Manthou, the unseeded duo, leading by 1. Game point.
The pressure from Manthou right there. The ball jumps on Livornese so quickly that if he elongates that backswing at all, going to be late to it.
Little injection of pace, and game 1 goes to Manthou and Maddox, 11-8. They are 1 game away from a gold medal. We take a look at our AARP match spotlight. Marcelo Jargin captures yet another gold medal in men's singles. He has been absolutely a tour de force this season.
Yes, Marcelo capturing his 7th gold medal here in Newport Beach. Former number 1 in the world in padel, he's crossed over into pickleball pretty smooth.
Yeah, you could probably say that, and then some. As we take a look, our Masters and Champions Division winners, congratulations to all the winners. Lots of familiar names up there.
As much as we see Marcelo Jargin's name up there, we do see Karen Coaches' name up there a lot too. She's won 11 gold medals this year. That means for her, she's got 11 tattoos.
That's one every tournament.
I know. That's unbelievable. She's on fire too. She gets a tattoo every time she gets a gold medal.
Bohnert and Livornese Jr. are hoping that Manthou and Maddox cool off a little bit here in game 2. That's not going to do it as Manthou punishes that overhead.
It's more of the same. like Chad said, anything above the net, it's just pure attack mode.
Or below the net.
Anything over the net.
That time, Livornese can't make the pickup.
But it's the movement and the pressure from Manthou that letting you know that if you float a ball, I'm going to be all over it.
Fault, second serve.
Ball was out.
Trying to figure where the fault.
Yeah, I know. Ball was out.
Oh.
Did she?
She
She
needed-
went through. Ball went down. She went through
Yeah,
the
she went-
space between the net and the post.
which isn't very wide,
No.
so she forced it through that. Need a little bit more shape.
Bohnert trying a little inside-out forehand, but sails it wide.
The court moved to the right on it.
The court moved on her.
Oh, I should say moved to the left. The way we're looking at it's to the right. Nice
That time,
drop.
Maddox can't make the pickup. Great drop, 1-all.
And Bohnert did have some very good drops there in game one, putting the pressure on Maddox as she was coming forward.
Just long. Another point, able to get right into the body of Livornese.
Well, and that was the key there, was the ball in the middle of the body. If Livornese gets extended on that, he gets it back down.
Jeez.
Just long. Manthou just injecting pace.
The dig off his shoe tops. I mean, the ball's on his foot.
But it goes, he.
Oh, nearly got it. The touch from Livornese. Wow.
There was a ball there in the middle of that point that Manthou let go because he knew Maddox was behind it. It allowed them to get back into a better position.
You would almost think they've been playing together for a while.
Yeah.
Because that's tough to know that your partner's there.
Oh, went for the forehand rip. Sends it a little long.
After he hits it, he's almost like, it felt good.
Yeah.
Felt great coming off the paddle.
Ball just didn't quite bounce
Yeah.
up high enough.
Yeah.
Missed third from Bohnert. Pushes them onto their second serve.
He puts so much junk on his return. He favors the backhand on his return. He cuts it so much.
And a pair of missed thirds. Quick side out.
Bohnert tried to just rush and get that one off before Maddox could get into position. Around. Yeah.
Beautifully shaped ATP from Bohnert.
A little unlucky there for Maddox. It just catches the net cord and pushes that ball wider, but an excellent job from Bohnert with the around the post.
It's tough. It's like an in-between lob, right? And so Livornese is trying to hit this from the transition area on his backhand.
4-1 after Manthou and Maddox took game one 11-8. Oh, missed third drive. He was going big.
Massive serve from Maddox. Almost pinned Livornese in the corner there, and Manthou just got a little excited. as you would, with an open court and a short ball.
1-4-1.
Oh, dangerous. So Bohnert missed 2/3 into the net. She tries to make the adjustment by going higher on this one. It just feeds Maddox right into the forehand.
Beautiful line, Ernie from Livornese. Wow.
Pays to be young and long.
I was going to say, I used to be able to jump that far.
Look where he
One
jumps.
step, go.
Wow. Clean as can be on that Ernie.
Still within striking distance. It's just 2-4 for all of the exchanges that we've had here in game number 2. Oh, Bohnert trying to go ATP, but puts it right into the post, then into the crowd.
She had it, but she went for too sharp of an angle to try to bring it back. In that situation there, you're just looking at back corner of the court.
Manthou hasn't missed many of those.
Well, they got what they were looking for right there, but again, Bohnert finally able to get that ball down enough to make it a little more difficult for Manthou to pull the trigger there.
4-2-2.
Maddox pushes it just wide.
And a bit of fourth there from Livornese going to the backhand side of Maddox. Takes it away from Manthou and the drives. So I talked about the adjustment that Bohnert tried to make earlier where she went higher. The adjustment that needs to be made is just the contact point out in front a little bit more. It's going to get away from the flatness of that drop.
Yeah.
That time, Livornese pushes it long.
Yeah.
Are you just going to answer
Yours,
my questions before I
yours,
ask
mine.
them now?
Yeah. Yours, mine, yours, mine, yours. That was what was going on in the baseline there for
Exactly.
Livornese and Bohnert. No one knew who was hitting that third.
Oh, she almost got there, though.
Bohnert and Livornese withstand an onslaught from Manthou.
Maddox didn't know where to go. Look at this.
I
So I
formation.
got left, right, up, back, stay.
Absolute whistler of a forehand.
So I had actually anticipated your question when I said
Well,
it previously.
I was
and
planning on asking
waiting
at some
for it,
point.
and it just didn't come, so I figured I would throw the question to
Appreciate
myself.
Oh, what? How did he
Wow.
make that adjustment?
Wow.
He ran himself into a pretzel right there. What's this? Cutting back.
Unreal. The hands from Manthou. To be able to get that.
Manthou in scramble mode, and it's earned him and Christine Maddox a 4-point lead here in game number 2. They took game number 1, 11-8. And, fellas, we talked about how competitive mixed doubles has been over the course of the season. The field was wide open coming into this tournament. To put it in perspective, last year, only 6 different mixed doubles teams won across 15 tournaments. This year, only 1 repeat team in 9 coming into this. The level of play has just been incredible.
It's the parity of the sport, right? We're seeing more week in and week out of different teams. You got different teams coming through qualifiers. We talked about that all year, that the reason some of those teams are in qualifiers isn't because they're not good enough, it's because they don't have enough points. And so they got to go through these qualifiers. They're earning points, they're getting into these main draws, and they're wreaking havoc, just like Maddox and Manthou, right in front of our eyes.
Dom, you called it. They were your pick before the tournament started.
Yes, I did.
I wanted to make sure you got your credit.
Thank you.
Oh.
Just drops on the
lands
line.
on the line, dots the tee.
Maddox thought that ball was going wide. It looked like it was going wide, and it just drops down. I mean, the thing that impresses me the most, though, is with how much power Manthou and Maddox are inserting into this game, it's how good their defense is as well. Oh, and again.
Now it's like the same spot for that ball from Bohnert.
Yeah, just catches the line. Now Maddox went between the net and the net post last one. This one she centers up the net post, so potentially the next one will go around.
Sizing it up.
Oh, outside of the line there, and Livornese just gets too big with the backswing. That paddle started all the way behind his body.
3-6-2.
Oh, Maddox had the combination but pulled it wide.
Just swatting flies.
Having seizures here in the booth, reenacting the swings.
Bohnert and Livornese within 2.
Trouble.
Yep.
Immediate trouble.
Even gives it a little jump right here too. Both feet off the ground. Yeah.
Little fancy flourish from Manthou. Oh.
Jumped up through it, right? She stood up a little too tall.
I think she tried to crank just a little bit more on that one.
6-4-2.
Crowd saying, yeah, so even they do it.
Oh, a pair of service errors.
Livornese going, we want those. Oh, you'll take it.
Yep. Any way you can get it.
Oh, and almost goes wide there from Bohnert, but catches the line and kicks up.
Mystery turn. Bohnert and Livornese trail by 1. Manthou finally puts it away.
Well, Bohnert doing everything she can to get out of that right there. She gets 3 back, but then Manthou able to find opposite sideline right there. He's like, enough of this. Bohnert's getting everything back.
Well, Bohnert had success going there, but the point had already been set up and Manthou had been crashing middle. This time he was sitting. Yeah.
Maddox
just out.
going
Red
for the
miss.
line.
I don't know. The ball went so quick I didn't see it.
Just like that, we are tied at 6.
Oh.
That one
Ball
was in.
just shaved the top of the net.
Yeah. Great job there. Good return from Manthou, and then you just see Maddox use her length, reach in, take that ball out of the air, and punish it down at the feet of Bohnert.
Well, it feels like Maddox and Manthou have been in control, but Bohnert and Livornese tied it at 6. The onslaught continues for Manthou.
Relentless.
It's just 1, 2, 3, and Bohnert just going back, back, back. It's all you can do.
6-1.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
How about that exchange? It's ridiculous.
Just toe-to-toe, kitchen line.
Who's going to blink first?
What do you got?
7-6-2.
You can't blink. You don't have enough time to blink.
Nope. Here comes. Jumped again.
Yeah.
And I think Maddox thought that was hit a little harder than it was. But again, she's jumping through these.
We just see Purple Rain out.
I got PJ, Purple Rain, Team Purple. It's all over the
Purple
place
people
out here.
eaters, come on.
Yeah.
Good read there
Livornese
from
levels us at 7.
Yeah, good read there from Livornese. Anticipating the Manthou speed up. Manthou trying to catch Livornese as he slid back across the court.
Watch the crisscross here.
Perfect Ernie from Livornese as they take the lead.
He's always looking for that, right? And Richard, he can wait till the last second to go, and that's exactly what he does there. He doesn't go early. He waits for it.
Bohnert and Livornese have battled back to take a 1-point lead here in Game 2 of our mixed doubles gold medal match. Riley Bohnert and Richard Livornese have taken a 1-point lead here in game number 2. Tremendous defensive effort, but the point goes to Bohnert and Livornese.
Too much pressure from Richard Livornese right there. Great job of inserting himself in the middle, never giving in. I like that he didn't try and drop one of those.
Yes.
He does like to do that, but I think against Maddox and Mantha, they're going to run that down, and then all of a sudden you turn it into a 50-50 point when you had an advantage.
Ooh. Little tricky switch right there. Manthou going all the way across the court.
9-7-2.
Maddox puts away the backhand to get back on serve.
And Livornese got jammed up on the second forehand there. And Manthou and Maddox took complete advantage of it.
But not before Livornese and Bohnert could get on top 9-7. They trailed by as many as 4 earlier in this game.
Uh-oh.
Missed return.
Big serve. Again, we see it so much in the game.
8-9-1.
Livornese steps across. The forehand sails long. It's 9-all.
So he steps across to protect Bohnert, uncoiling from the stack. But the issue was that Manthou sees this, so he pulls that ball even further over. Livornese is fully extended, can't really control that ball. Ball goes long.
If you are in the respective corners, I'll have each one of you say real quick, what would be your advice coming out of this timeout?
Who do you want?
You take Richard and
All right, well,
Riley.
typically if I was talking to Richard and Riley right now, it's the discussion to Richard is, hey, dial it back in, stay a little bit more compact. Yes, try to protect, but don't try to do too much. I'd be looking at the return to go toward Maddox. Keep Manthou. He's going to go forward no matter what. But Maddox hasn't been inserting as much power as Manthou has.
Sorry, Dom, you didn't get time.
I didn't get anything.
He'll get it. Okay, go, Dom.
All right. I would have said don't do that right there.
There you go.
All right, don't do that. No, but again, they just got to continue to insert their pressure. They're putting pressure on first. Continue to do that. Wow.
Same ball from Maddox backhand. It brings up championship point.
Maddox unleashed the beast on that one.
She
growled
growled
through it.
after that one. Come on now. Let's go.
Love it.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Oh. Overhead into the body, side out. 1 championship point saved.
Huge save right there from Bohnert and Livornese.
Nine, 10, 1. Football, right foot.
Oh, foot.
On Maddox.
On Maddox.
Yes.
Trying to reach in.
10-all.
Point. 10-1.
Circle that point.
the spot by Manthou. Half an inch away from missed return and then puts him in a better position.
Second serve. Oh, hesitation. Game point for Livornese and Bohnert.
But the difference, Livornese is going with the one-hander right there. Maddox is going with two, so she has a bigger recoil, and that ball got on her faster than she could recoil back for the two-hander. Oh, he got big. That's what I would have told him in that timeout not to do right there. You're going to get an opportunity, but don't overdo it.
The opportunity was there. He had it. Game was on his paddle.
May not get the opportunity again.
Oh, might have gone out.
All over Bohnert, pushing her to the sideline.
Wow. But again, that's the pressure of Manthou. Again, it's coming on you so fast.
Oh, what a backhand from Maddox. Championship point number 2.
That's a two-handed backhand ripped on the line.
And big serve, short return, rip. Oh,
Missed return. Purple is the new gold. Manthou and Maddox reign supreme in Newport Beach. We will hear from them when we come back here at the LAPP Newport Beach Open.
And here is the Zimmer Biomet recovery moment of the match. Chad, it was full throttle.
Well, Manthou and Maddox faced a game point, but they never got the opportunity, gave the opportunity back to Livornese and Bohnert and closed it out. Big serves, big power, and that's what we expected to see. We'll throw it down to Dorian Kraft, who's courtside with our winners.
Thanks, guys. Max, Christine, congratulations on your gold medal. Max, I got to ask, I read your book, Pickleball Gospel, and in it you talked about your mentality towards mixed doubles. You said at the beginning you were a little ambivalent. What's your thought on it now?
Yeah, I took a bit of a tennis attitude to mix at first, where the gap is so large it's not so much fun. But, man, these ladies can ball and pickle. It makes it so exciting and so dynamic, especially this one right next to me. So, no, this is thrilling. It's one of my favorite moments of my career. I appreciate everyone that was here watching. Thank you very much.
You talk about dynamic play, Christine. We have seen your power time and time again. How do you feel like the two of your games complement one another?
We just both like to create some chaos on the court, and we're the same brand of chaos, so we just let it fly, and we trust each other, and I think that what makes a good partnership.
I think anyone watching would see the same amount of chaos and the same amount of intensity going after those balls. Guys, congratulations. Max Manthou, Christine Maddox, your gold medalist here in Newport Beach in mixed doubles.
Great job there from Max and Christine. Chad, it was, like I said, full throttle from the beginning to the end.
Well, Manthou was able to manipulate the ball and basically rip anything from anywhere on the court. But you talked about the big serve of Maddox. She really puts the pressure on with that. Bohnert and Livornese really weren't able to get the big returns in, but credit to them as well. They pushed Manthou and Maddox, but a fantastic win from them. We're going to take a break here from the LAPP Newport Beach Open.
Welcome back to Championship Court here at the Tennis and Pickleball Club at Newport Beach. Fellas, we knew that these mixed doubles matches were going to be phenomenal. Field was wide open coming into this tournament, and what a pair of matches that we saw. That may be one of the best semifinals ever, let alone this season.
Well, absolutely, and you saw the defense of Sobek and Hendry and how it really kind of neutralized the power of Maddox and Manthou. Missed a couple of opportunities, had a couple of overheads on the paddle there for Sobek, but it's so interesting just to see the different styles, the different approaches, but in the end, Maddox and Manthou are just way too powerful.
Hendry and Sobek were able to get the bronze, but that match, Dom, really prepared Maddox and Manthou for the final.
Yeah, they came into the final. They knew their game plan going in. They were going to play fast and in a hurry and put pressure on. That's exactly what they did to Riley Bohnert and Richard Livornese Jr. in that match. They put a ton of pressure on. They were really driving well. The difference for me is putting a woman like Christine Maddox next to Max Manthou. He needs that power next to him. Not that he doesn't have his own, but he doesn't need a passive woman playing next to him. He needs someone aggressive. That's what he got this weekend. They're going to make a lot of noise moving forward.
The scary thing about that partnership, guys, just their first tournament they've ever played together. Big things coming from those two. Big things happening on the APP Tour. We thank you so much for joining us. So for Chad Edwards, Dominic Catalano, and our entire crew here in Newport Beach, I'm Dorian Kraft saying so long, and thank you for joining us here on the world's first, the world's best, the APP Tour.